Oh, I adjusted my camera up some, so now you don't have to look at my crotch. So that should always be a plus. Anyway, see if we can get to where we can see the sun. Let's see. Woohoo! Ooh, it's soft and wet. Ooh, doggy don't like me. Let's see here. All right. Driving slow in sand is kind of shitty. There we go. Okay. Got my notes today. So, doctors tell people to vape. I cannot tell you how many times people come in and they say, my doctor told me to come here because smoking is bad for me and vaping is better. Why is that? I mean, why won't they talk about it publicly, you know? I mean, it's really disheartening, you know. The doctors will send them to start vaping instead of smoking, but they won't talk about it publicly. Not many anyway. And doctors know what's in the stuff. I mean, they basically have chemistry degrees if you want to get right down to it. So they know it's propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, nicotine, and some extracts. They understand that all this stuff has been approved by the FDA as what we call GRAS, or generally recognized as safe by the FDA. So anyway, so a doctor will send one of their patients to us, and we'll get them hooked up on the vaporizer, and we'll educate them on it, and we'll help them get off of cigarettes just by making it a little bit easier to transition from traditional tobacco cigarettes to electronic cigarettes, what we like to call vaporizers. The success rate is, you know, it's questionable. It's always in debate what the success rate is. And the funny thing is the argument is it a 30% success rate or is it a 70% success rate? Well, the patches have a unargued 3% success rate. So, you know, if you want to increase your odds tenfold, go with vaporizers. And that's worst case, you know. So anyway, so the patients will come in and we'll hook them up, and they'll always have questions and stuff, and they'll have difficulties in the transition. We're finding their nicotine level. They may not get the right nicotine level initially. They may be vaping and smoking at the same time. When you quit smoking and you switch to vaporizers, there's going to be some discomfort in your throat. So there's damage from the cigarettes that you smoke. It causes your esophagus to get like raw and stuff like that. And the propylene glycol, the vegetable glycerin, and the vaporizer irritates that. So people will sometimes say, hey, this is hurting my throat. And it's kind of like, well, I guess technically, yeah, it is hurting your throat, but it's not being caused by the vaporizer as much as it's just damage that has already been caused by tobacco. So anyway, sun's getting closer here. So we get the people, and we'll get people to transition a little bit easier. They'll have questions about how to refill it, how to replace the coils in it. They may have, you know, one of the most common things that we have is people come in and they say, hey, this thing's not working. What's going on? And it's a click of five clicks on the power button. And yeah, so I mean, it's as simple as that. You know, I mean, it's super simple to us, and we're like, duh. But these people have never used it before, so it's a learning process. And little small barriers like that can become huge barriers for people to quit smoking. And yeah, so but anyway, so the real point is, why are doctors sending people to us if it's not healthier than tobacco. Yeah, so doctors are sending patients to vape shops in an unreported amount of numbers that is just drastic. Anyway, so our sun is going down. I'm getting blinded because I'm looking in that general direction. Maybe I should close my eyes. Ooh, it's nice. Yeah, so that's the question of the day. Why are doctors sending their patients to vape shops to get away from tobacco? Well, I mean, the main reason is cigarettes are kind of screwed up. It's like we know what cigarettes do to you. It has like 1,000,001 carcinogens in it, and so. And a doctor that has informed himself about vapor, he understands that this stuff has vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, nicotine, and extracts, food-grade extracts. And they understand that nicotine has not been linked to cancer. Nicotine has been linked to slightly elevated blood pressure temporarily. It's a vascular dilator, so nicotine is. And anyway, so not a major health concern. You could equate it to caffeine, actually. The side effects from nicotine are almost identical to caffeine, even the addiction, actually. So I'd say the addiction's heavier with nicotine. I quit drinking soda just without batting an eye. It didn't really bother me. But anyway, so the vegetable glycerin and the propylene glycol. Propylene glycol, they use this in syringes to dilute water-insoluble medication. So they literally inject it straight into your vein, and they use it as a carrier agent for whatever drugs they're putting into your body. So this is a no-brainer. It's kind of like this is not gonna mess you up. Vegetable glycerin has been around since the time of the Romans, probably before, and it's been well studied, and they know it's pretty inert. I guess you could kill yourself. You can kind of drown in it, I guess. Jump in a 55-gallon drum of it, and maybe you'll drown. You will. Hold your head underneath long enough. But it's inert. The only real question we have about all the ingredients is the extracts. Okay, the extracts are diluted inside of propylene glycol, so that's the main part of the extract. Okay, and so we'll put approximately, generally no more than 20% flavoring inside of the juices that we make. Okay, that's any company. You use more than that, it starts tasting a little rancid. And so these extracts are the big question. Okay, yeah, we've been eating them for however long. Contrail there. We've been eating them for however long, but what happens when you heat them up? Okay, they're not being burnt, but they are being heated up to a vaporizing point. So, that's a question, and it's an open question. But, something, if we find out that one of these extracts are not good for us, isn't it easy enough just to stop using that one extract instead of bastardizing the whole entire industry? I mean, this is insane. What do they want to do? Get 50 years worth of research for each extract before they legalize it? That doesn't make any sense. Not when it has the potential to save so many lives and to increase the quality of life for so many people. So anyway, yeah. So if you have a doctor and he tells you not to vape, he'd rather see you smoke than vape. Find a new doctor, because your doctor is a piece of shit that's uninformed. So anyway, looks like the sun's going down. I'm gonna try to get out of the sand pit at a slow speed. Hopefully, oh good, they got the dog on a leash. I don't have to worry about it coming up and biting my damn ankle now. So anyway, the sun is down, and that will be my video for the day.